Welcome back. Now, the PNGRB is looking to amend the natural gas pipeline tariff regulations, and they've sought public comments on the changes by April 11th. Sandeep Kumar Gupta, chairman and MD of Gail, is now joining in to discuss the amendments, the impact on the company, potential tariff revision, which the company has sought a few months back, and their capacity expansion plans. Thank you very much, sir, for joining in. This is Reema here. So let's first talk about the public consultation document, the PCD, that PNGRB has come up with for changes in the natural gas pipeline regulation. One, if you could just detail, how does this impact a company like Gail, and how will it increase gas consumption?
Yeah, good morning to all the viewers, and thank you for hosting me. I welcome this move by PNGRB, which is a very, very positive move, and will ensure the viability of the pipeline operators. Few changes which are proposed in this PCD is that there are certain isolated networks of Gail India Limited, which will get benefited because of these regulations, where the normative capacity today is very high, whereas the actual volumes are very low. And currently, as per the current mechanism, the normative capacity becomes the divisor for tariff fixation. So we will get a great boost, because now the actual capacity will be determined, and more or less the revised tariffs will allow us zone 1 tariffs. So this is one change. The second change which they are bringing is that if the capacity utilization is greater than the normative capacity, the 50% of the benefit of increased capacity utilization will be allowed to be retained by the pipeline operator, which was hitherto surrendered fully. This is second. And the third is that now they are proposing that there will be only 2 zones as against the current 3 zones, because of which while the pipeline operators per se may not gain, but the consumption will get a boost because of normalization of the zone tariffs. These are very positive changes and will have a great benefit to the pipeline operators, and especially Gail, who is having certain isolated networks also, and higher consumption in certain networks.
Okay, so let's talk about the first and the second impact, where on certain isolated networks, you will have this increased revenue boost. So have you been able to put a number to it, what the incremental revenues could come in?
No, I will not put a number, because this is only a public consultation document. Let it get finalized. But I believe your audience is very knowledgeable, and they will be able to judge that the gains are going to be handsome.
Also, could you give us a sense of the timeline, post-consultation? When can we expect the changes to come into effect? You're not able to give us a ballpark figure. Also, in terms of what could be the positive impact for Gail?
I can give you a figure as far as the revision of our integrated tariff is concerned, for which we had filed the revised numbers in last August, that is August 24, and which are in active consideration by the regulator, we believe, where we filed a 35% increase in the tariff, which was fixed at 58 rupees 61 paisa per mmBtu. We have filed a tariff of 78 rupees. But even if we, in that filing, if we ignore the future costs and future capex, still we are very hopeful that as against 58.61, we should get somewhere around 72, which is a very, very handsome increase. And that is a substantial increase, where we are estimated to gain about 1,200 crore rupees per annum. And in some corners, there remains to be an apprehension that this delay is happening, which may be costing something to the company. I want to inform you that this does not, while timely revisions are definitely welcome, but any delay in this account is more than compensated, because we get the 12% post-tax return for the time delay also.
So what you're saying is that you want 78 mmBtu, but you're hopeful at least from 58.6 we should get to 72.
Rupees 78
Rupees 78, correct.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
No, but I think you said 72 rupees is what you're hoping. Did I get the number right?
58.61 is the current tariff. 78 we have filed. Even if the future capex and future costs are ignored, still we are very confident of getting 72 rupees.
Okay, so and if you get at least 72, which is a 22% increase, you will get about 1,200 rupees per annum.
Yes.
Okay. And any indications, sir,
Yes.
of the timeline?
I am extremely hopeful, and maybe the very next meeting of the board, which is a monthly meeting.
Okay, so you're hopeful that in the next monthly meeting there could be some decision that could come about. Well, we'll just move on. We also want to talk to you about the Dahej Uran Dabhol Panvel natural gas pipeline. Now, we understand that the PNGRB has approved capacity augmentation. How does this improve prospects for GAIL, and how does it impact gas consumption?
Yeah, in this pipeline, the existing capacity was 19.9 mmSCMD, which will get revised to 22.5, and this will enable evacuation from our Dabhol terminal, where we are planning to ramp up the capacity. The capacity is 5 million, but it is constrained because of breakwater and ambient air heating system. I am glad to inform that breakwater is through, and we have got the clearances also, and this monsoon it will be operating as an all-weather terminal. And with the ambient air heating system, which is slated for commissioning in next June, that is June 26, we will attain a capacity of 6.3 mmTPA of this terminal. So this evacuation from this terminal will get enabled because of the capacity augmentation of this pipeline.
Okay. Sir, what will this do to your guidance? Because you had given a transmission volume guidance of 129 to 130 mmSCMD for this year, and then you said you will add about 10 mmSCMD every incremental year, at least for FY26, FY27. Any changes to your volume guidance?
No, we are very confident that this kind of increase should come, given the good prospects of natural gas consumption in the country. With the increasing maturity of all lately authorized geographical areas of city gas distribution, the consumption in the CGD sector is going to be very robust, and we estimate anywhere between 12 to 15% CAGR going forward. This is one. Second, the peak power demand is estimated to be 270 gigawatt in this year, and perhaps it is increasing year on year. And with no more coal powered capacity coming, we believe there is a good scope for gas-based power also, which will also give a good boost to natural gas consumption. Besides, there are other sectors where refineries are getting connected. They are increasing their volumes. Steel, etc., should also start consuming with completion of a certain key pipelines reaching to those areas. So we believe that both in marketing as well as in transmission, we have got good prospects going forward.
So, the other thing we want to understand is, number one, post the reallocation of the APM gas, there was first a sharp reduction and then again a slight increase. Has there been any impact on LPG volumes? Post which, how are you looking to mitigate the impact, if any, that you have felt after the reallocation?
Yeah, definitely there is some impact because of this reallocation, because we were getting a favorably priced gas, which will now get replaced with some other volumes, and we have requested for at least new well gas allocation to us for LPG production. But we are also exploring the possibility of realizing LPG prices at commercial rates instead of the domestic rate. And we are in discussion with the oil marketing companies also in the wake of this reallocation. So there can be some impact, but we are trying to mitigate that through other measures.
So the next question is, as far as the trading business was concerned for GAIL, Q3, you saw multiple one-offs that came. Now, going forward, are any of those issues recurrent? Will Q4 see a sharp reversal from the kind of impact it took in Q3?
No, period to period, it can differ. Month to month, quarter to quarter, there can be variations. But on a yearly basis, we have been giving guidance of 4,000 to 4,500 crores per annum. And we stick by that commitment for this year as well as going forward.
Yeah, so your guidance was 4,500 crore, right? Are you saying now it could be 4 to 4,500 crore, the marketing guidance?
Yeah, I'm saying it is 4,000 to 4,500 crores on an annual basis is our guidance, which remains there as such for future years also.
So give us a sense of the gas sourcing strategy of GAIL. We also understand that currently spot prices for petchem is quite high. So what is the kind of strategy you're going through, and how do you expect to mitigate any margin impact?
No, we have the largest portfolio in the country, and we are increasing our portfolio. Recently, also 3 deals we did for 2.25 million metric tons, taking our total portfolio to above 16 million metric tons per annum. Some of the volumes will start flowing new contracts. Some of the volumes will start flow from the next year itself. And we will be ramping up these volumes year on year, given our market share in the country also. And we believe that we have a good portfolio, well diversified in terms of pricing also, and we will also be scouting for new volumes at attractive prices. So that should not be a concern, and we are exploring all sorts, all geographies for sourcing new volumes.
So now coming to the LNG part of the business once again, we understand that there was a slight guidance cut when it comes to FY26. Now, going forward, what is the outlook as far as that particular business is concerned? And also, investors want to know whether there is going to be a stated dividend payout policy in place or buyback in store.
I could not get your first question. What is that? What is the question on LNG?
The LNG guidance, was it trimmed lower? And FY26, what is the outlook?
No, I think our guidance is regarding the trading margins, which includes some secured margin business of domestic gas and also includes certain trading of our LNG. So on a combined basis, including the stable part and the volatile part, I am saying 4,000 to 4,500 crore is the guidance, not only for the current year, but for all future also. Does that make it clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And a quick update on the dividend payout policy or any impending buybacks?
No, our dividend payout policy is there on our website also, which says that minimum 30% of PAT. But then we are governed by the DIPAM guidelines also, which mandates that 4% of net worth or 30% of PAT, whichever is higher, should be the dividend. And but then we are generating good cash flows and expect to do more payout. 4% of net worth is definitely guaranteed. But in terms of PAT payout, it remains in the range of 40 to 45% every year.
Thank you so much, sir, for joining us, talking to us about important regulations as far as the oil and gas space is concerned, and also giving us an outlook for the upcoming year. Thank you once again, sir. We'll now take a short break. Up next, we'll discuss market fundamentals with Reema Tendulkar, Fund Manager, Equity at Quantum AMC.